That was your time to shine. You had to come in hot.
Redo. I can't take it seriously. We tried this 3 times, whatever. We go over all the updates. We'll do that later. Different episode.
Right now I'm doing a U. Zoomed in. Super close.
So today, we went a little challenge. Also, we need to get something done on the 240. We're currently waiting on a bunch of stuff. We can't do anything about it. COVID's slowing everything down. But one thing I do need to do before we actually get on the track is make a firewall between me and the fuel cell and all the fuel lines. But it's kind of a weird shape back here. What I'm essentially gonna do is just make like a big cheese wedge looking thing. Basically like an angle that goes from about here to here and is as wide as this opening is, which is basically as wide as the frame rails is. But the other thing is, so we have a bunch of random stuff that we're waiting on, but during the week we don't have that much time, so we only have weekends. But so it's a weekday and it's 6:09 right now. I'm gonna see if we can try and knock out a mold, going from just an idea, making a mold, prepping it, and laying the carbon all in tonight.
Challenge.
What do you think?
I'm gonna say about 90 minutes.
90 minutes, okay. So
or you could do 60
6:10.
minutes.
It's not gonna be that long. We have to wait for the peel ply to dry. That'll take at least 20 minutes.
120 minutes max.
I'll say, yeah.
That's
okay.
movie
We're
time.
gonna try to do 2 hours. 2 hours as of 6:10 on the dot. All right, let's go. So luckily my youngest brother, not Greg, David, is in the construction world, so he's got hella MDF and tools I can borrow. So I've kind of just laid out, this is gonna be like the top section of it, and then these little 4 pieces are gonna be the angle pieces. They're not cut exactly to shape, but I'm just gonna throw this together.
So using the MDF board as your main template.
Yeah, this is, it looks like 1/2 inch. I don't really know. MDF makes dust.
Really fast.
Got a pieces. Got a Sharpie.
Nice shells, bro.
Thanks, Doc.
Where you get these from, IKEA?
There, and then these guys didn't need to be this big, but it's fine.
As you like to say, extra flange material.
Exactly. Same thing on the other side. That's going to be our mold, pretty much. Because we want the outside of our part to be the finished side. I have some more coarse threaded screws. I be able to suck in the MDF. MDF like a strip. This is David. This is my youngest brother.
The genius behind it all.
Yeah, it did split this end, of course.
Let me see if I have some screws.
Hello, crappy design.
Makes me feel like an actual carpenter. Like I feel like they just kind of like.
I always find it cool when people use construction materials to make car parts, because this is your everyday.
Composites all day, dude. Half my molds are made out of like foam or.
It's not every day you get to see who makes composites.
Yeah, it's kind of like a lost art. Like not that many people do, or if they do, they're old as hell. Got a little piece of carbon rod that I made. It's cut into a little filleting tool. So my fillets are even. Also using this wax we got from fiberglass. I don't remember what it's called. It's got some like French name.
This is like fielding wax.
It's like filleting wax.
Filleting, fillet,
Filet min
wax.
it says something Ushant, something. I don't know French either. I did actually take a year of French in middle school. So
Oui.
I'm not gonna take Spanish. Everyone else will take Spanish. I'll take French because I had to be different. But
I know a little French
single
too.
thing.
Omelette du fromage.
Pretty sure I failed French class
Do you know what that's?
twice. Yes, cheese omelet.
No.
What?
It's from Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah, it's cheese omelet.
Oh.
Omelette du fromage, whatever that is. Yeah, I remember it's from Dexter's Lab.
What did you say? Omelette de fromage? Oh, Dexter.
They
But it
have
means cheese
so
omelet.
many memes of that.
Yeah.
Whispering
Dude,
in the
Dexter's
lady's ear.
Omelette du fromage.
Classic episode.
Everybody loves French. This is actually a really nice working surface. So, once I'm done waxing this bad boy, well, putting this wax in there, I'm going to use the actual, what's the actual wax we use? The green stuff.
Miyagi wax.
I only use it like every day. I should know what it's called. Just having a brain fart right now. Pardal paste. Yeah, that's the. So we're gonna pardal paste this bad boy down. It's really good since it's MDF. MDF is actually okay with this stuff, but usually I prime it a couple times to make sure it's got a really good seal. But waiting for primer is not gonna be within this 2-hour limit that we decided. So just gonna keep rolling and hope it goes well. But I plan on doing a layer of 3K foam and then another layer of 3K. I'm gonna have to call it fiberglass. We're getting pretty low. Yeah. Actually, I think I have another container of this somewhere.
So what's next?
So while the PVA was drying, I cut all the materials that we need. Foam is cut into the same shape, but the inside of it, I beveled the little edge because of where I filleted the joints. And then on the back side, I ground that down to a little point because I can't have a thick piece when it's angled in my trunk. I need it to be a point. We're running System 2000 from Fiberglass, who sponsor us, so give them some love, please. They're so good to us. We're running the 2060 hardener, which has a 60-minute pot life. And these guys get mixed 3-to-1, which I've already marked in the inside of this cup. There's 2 little Sharpie marks on that side.
Yeah.
Makes it easy. Just have a couple cups that are marked 3-to-1 already. And then I just pour into the line.
For anybody that makes stuff at home and get inspiration from us, feel free to shoot us some photos of your at-home projects.
A bunch of people Instagram us like photos of their current projects, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, Instagram, we got a couple emails. Like, I'm really curious to see what other people do at home.
Yeah. And tag us. Tag Fiberglass too.
Yeah. For sure.
They actually have a ton of really good, like a whole 20% off their entire site thing going on for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all those things. Actually, I have a special running till December 5th, doing 10% off any of my kits that I make on industrygarage.com.
So yeah, bro, you gotta
So if you wanted a kit, like a Lotus kit or a E46 kit or a S2000 kit or S30 kit.
You know where to go.
We gotta get rolling on this. I have not actually looked at the clock at all, so I have no idea what time it is. We might be over the 2-hour mark already.
When I checked, it was like 7:35.
7:30?
Yeah.
Ooh, so we have until 8:10.
Oh, that was like 10 minutes ago, though.
Okay, don't give me too much hope.
7:52.
All right, boys, we got 18 minutes to lay this all up. It's possible, it's doable. This is a deadline that we made for no reason at all, remind you, bringing out my inner Mike Patey. He always like throws up like molds real quick. Oh, I'm just gonna It's done, so. Also, we're trying to keep it interesting for you guys. Xavier and I have been going back and forth on what we can do to like mix up our channel. If you guys have any ideas of cool episodes or like how we can change stuff, let us know.
Yeah, comment below, please.
We're out here really just wondering, trying to make the best content we can. Hard not life for us YouTubers. I don't even know if we would call ourselves YouTubers because we don't really. I feel like you're a YouTuber when it's your only job.
Yeah, we're part-time.
Like, yeah, we're part-timers over here.
We're part-tubers.
We have shirts made that say part-tubers. First piece. Part-tubers. We're part-tubers.
Parttube.com.
It's probably some weird porn website or something.
I know, right?
We sending people there.
We gotta get enough weird pages commenting to go to their sketchy websites in the comments.
Yeah, thank you. Shout out to all the dudes. When like those weird, creepy ladies comment on our
Dude,
in our YouTube
God.
comments, like, "Hey boys," no, get out of here, Pop. On the window to the wall. This way.
So the resin dropped down my wall.
Okay, so I got the first layer of carbon, so 3K on the front and the sides, and I put an extra little bit in the corners to really strengthen the corners. Let's see. Pick it up, pick it up. Then we got foam everywhere. Mixing up a second batch of the System 2000. I don't know where else on that.
The brick train.
I'll get it later. So what I'm gonna do is lay little corner strips in here. So if the final layers don't match up perfectly, there's not like a void in the corner of foam. But yeah, we're coming on the final stretch. I have no idea what time it is. Don't tell me, Xavier, if you know.
Sure don't.
I don't want to know. So I just need to get the surface layer of the foam wet with some epoxy. And then we'll go on to the final layer.
Almost looks like the Adidas symbol.
Yes?
No, the foam pieces.
Oh,
It's cut into 3 stripes. You know, like their logo's like a triangle anyway.
I think this whole thing looks like a TIE fighter, kind of. From Star Wars.
Yep.
If you look at it from the side, it's weird. If it had a big ball in the center here, you look at it from like, yeah.
You'd definitely be shooting laser beams.
Yeah, right. They make that weird like noise. When I'm popping this out of the mold, I'm not worried about these edges being dry and me getting resin on them. I'm just gonna take a grinder to the edge of everything and then split it. That's what I usually do with like the roof mold. I just made the roof mold for the 240Z, 280Z, S30 chassis in general. So if you're wanting a carbon fiber roof, that will be coming soon. I know a bunch of people have been asking.
What about the scoops?
The hood vents. So I
Yeah,
made
hood
two
vents.
different versions of them. I can't decide which one I like the most. But the most recent version is like the best for aero, I believe. But it is very difficult to lay up. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to lay it up. And we'll make a whole video on that. And other than that, we also did a bunch of testing of some pre-preg that Fiberglass sent us. So that's going to be a fun episode. These are not really necessary, but you know.
When you got spare material.
What's that? Might as well. When you're doing the inverse of like, so like the very first layer I laid down the face first because that's what matters most. Then I laid the sides down, and then I laid basically these same pieces. When you're laying stuff up in reverse order, you want to do the exact reverse of that. That just sets up the layers for what you actually see. It's on the underside, it's not really going to matter too much. I'm not even doing like a peel ply on this, I'm just doing just a regular wet layup. So it's going to like still be kind of like textured and not be super uniform on the inside, but that's the side that's going to be facing the fuel cell, so I don't really care. But just for best practices, keep setting it up the same way. So I'll lay the sides in next, and then the last layer will be this top layer. 8:37, 27 minutes over.
Not
Or
bad.
2 hours, but 2.5 hours from going from just like an idea, taking measurements, making a mold, sealing it, and then making a carbon part out of it.
So next up is releasing.
Yeah, so we'll check back in tomorrow.
Smooth 89.9. TV Gray on 89.9. Smooth
What would you say the next steps are?
So I need to trim the sections to let the actual lines for the remote reservoirs out. I need to trim this into like a little curve to match the profile of the trunk. And I need to get the rest of the actual wax and stuff off of here. Sand this down to give it clear. And then just attach some L brackets to the bottom and mount it. We're done.
So for like the foam edges, what are you doing with that? So it could like...
I'm just gonna like touch up a little bit of black on the foam, and then when we clear it together, it'll get sealed in there. Just so, it's not anything structural, obviously, but it'll at least
give you the
when we have
aesthetic.
the trunk off, you'll see a little line of foam. So.
This is like a really raw product that y'all seeing.
Yeah. I mean, it needs a good bit of trimming and some finishing on the outside of it. But you can see like it's probably an inch too tall, but that's good. It was an inch almost too tall in every direction.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Reservoir. Yeah, it'll be able to slide forward another inch once these are out. And once that's forward another inch, this will sit down a little bit more. It'll probably still need to be trimmed a little bit. Then once you have it all finished and sitting in correctly, pull it back out, finish it all, clear it. We're done.